That's it, so. Awesome, we'll call the meeting to order at 6:30, and Dan, if you'll just note the roll, that should be good to do. We need a motion for the approval of the minutes from November 6, 2024. Sorry, we pick the second. All right, is there any corrections? Noticed? All right, seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All right. Minutes have been approved. Is there anybody to appear on an item that is not on the agenda? There's nobody in the Zoom waiting room and there's no one here in person, so we can close the appearance section. 5 is unfinished business. We have now 6 is new business discussion and consideration of bid award of materials purchased for the LED streetlight retrofit project.
That.
All right, so the capital budget for 2023 actually had the funding for this project, and we had to carry it over to 2024 due to issues with the federal funding that we got for the grant. And long time coming, we finally got the bid off the ground. The low bid was from Manger Electric Supply Incorporated out of Milwaukee for $57,462.50. Well under our budget, and still gives us plenty of room to contract with MG&E to do the actual installation of the streetlights. So we got 6 bids for this project, which was really good. We needed 3 minimum for the DOT's requirements for bidding for a federally funded project.
What's the approximate cost for the whole other part that's not
We have
just the install?
Yeah, just the install. So this is all the materials that we'll need. And then everything else is just labor at that point.
Yeah, do we have any guess of what that's gonna run?
Not yet. We're still working out the kinks with contract. It's in the attorney's corners at this point.
But much less than the 157.
Yes,
Good sign.
but it'll be up there. I mean, it's still gonna be expensive for labor.
Any questions from the group? Seeing none, we need a motion for approval. Or a recommendation for approval at council.
I recommend approval.
For Tim, is there a second?
A second.
Right, any further discussion?
Just one note, I did hand out this pamphlet. This is just information about the cost savings and energy use savings for the project.
Tim and Dave will email you that, so you have it for your file.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Perfect. All right, all those,
The question is, the replacement is only for residential lighting,
It's only for residential lighting, everything on a wooden pole.
and any plans to expand that beyond to.
There are plans, you just gotta get through this phase first. The next phase would be Broadway, River Place, Southtown, Gestalt, all the more commercial ones. That'll be a more expensive project.
And Monona Drive.
But Monona Drive has all we have one section of Monona Drive with LEDs, phase 1 and phase 3, does phase 3 have LED?
Yeah, and that's
Okay.
the Madison style.
Yeah, Madison style, so it's just phase 1. I think you had initial cost estimates for that, it's quite
Yeah.
expensive to convert.
Yeah, the sad thing is too, we really only have like one fixture to choose from. Which makes doing a funded project difficult because we can't really bid it.
Unless we change the arm and head style.
Yeah, then it makes it more expensive.
So
buy a bunch and as they get hit, can we replace them with the new stuff?
yeah, we've replaced enough already.
I'm curious, you have here, and so I'll dig in it later, that 47% less electricity translates into X dollars, it's like 5,000 a year. So the ROI on that would be 10 years, roughly,
So 57,000,
12.
yeah. Just about 12. Yeah. In the lifespan on 7 to 10 for fixtures.
That almost says it's somewhere.
No, it is. I mean, HPS is waivers. For lifespan,
Oh,
like 2 to 3 years, so.
I think they change it on a site, I won't say
Yeah.
3 years, they go through and
Yeah,
change.
basically every 3 years.
Okay, so replacement costs. The timing, if you add a replacement cost and the energy saving cost.
Yeah.
We are recouping it before the 12-year and before they age out in the cemetery.
There's a 12-year LI on equipment.
Right.
Sure.
And this gets us through all the residential. This is the final leg of the project. So
Yeah.
it's good. Any other questions? All right, and we have a first and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Item B is the discussion and consideration of the MSA's task order to complete engineering services for Oneida Park Sanitary Sewer Lift Station.
So right now, we are currently doing phase one lift station upgrades, the construction at Midmore and Winnequa Road stations. August Winters has the construction project. It was designed by MSA. So this basically is an MSA cost proposal to do phase two, which is the Oneida Park lift station. Work will be done in 2025. We have $65,000 in the budget for MSA to do the work. Basically preliminary engineering and design. And I believe bidding will be part of the 2025 work to carry us into 2026 for construction. So the scope in the pack, it also includes everything that they will include for the price of $65,000. There are items that are not included, which we'll have covered with other engineering dollars. But this is pretty straightforward, similar to what they did for the phase one design. And this is exactly the cost that we presented at the capital budget time that was approved by council. So seeking your recommendation for approval to city council.
Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
You can take correct communication.
Is, I looked through the list of what was included. Is that a good price in your opinion?
I believe it is.
Yeah, it seemed like a really good price.
And with Greg Baruki is our lead engineer. Leslie knows Greg, worked with him for many years. He and Gary at Beerbecker also, there's not a lot of fluff in their pricing. They put forward what they feel they can do the job for. They're not covering for a whole bunch of other areas within the firm. My opinion. But I think 65,000 for designing a complete lift station changeout to a modern station, I think that's a pretty good price. Yeah. And the team that Greg has is pretty good. His design team.
Their organization of what they'll do is pretty precise.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive too.
Expensive, yeah.
Good.
It is an odd one because I think there are times that this isn't like a bidded item. So yeah, there's a lot that goes on the faith and the relationship that's built with some of these different places to make sure that we feel like we're getting a fair bid or a fair price and we're comfortable with the outcome of the product.
Right. Some of we have the three engineers and they each have a specialty. And we try to make sure that there's equal projects among all of our engineers. If there's a big one that comes up, like the bridge project, the Lagoon to North Bridge project, that we got proposals from all three because it's a federal funded, it's a big project. And everybody sharpened their pencils. MSA got that one too. So maybe plus Greg has a lot of bridge experience. His team does. So. But I think when you look at our projects overall, they're divided up pretty equal as far as the number of projects and dollar. most times we get proposals from all three, but if it's a continuation of a phase type project, we go back to them for the second phase or third phase.
All right, any other questions that folks have? All right, hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 All right, we're done with new business. Any questions or anything that you want to highlight, Dan, on the Public Works and Utility Operations Report?
The operations report, pretty straightforward, it's slow time for us. We're wrapping up leaf collection, this Friday, yard waste site closes. We have it listed as Sunday, but Monday morning when Royal Container comes in, they'll start swapping out the bins. So officially on Monday it'll close. August winters, we'll be working through, for sure, December 12th, at the Winnequa Road Lift Station site. I believe after that, they might go idle for the winter. Substantial completion is in May next year. They have other work they can do above ground. After the lift station's up and running.
Not necessarily in the winter, not a ton.
Other than that, we're starting to do the background, getting ready for 2025 projects, behind the scenes kind of work. No January meeting. The first Wednesday in January is January 1st, so there's really nothing on the radar right now that needs to be approved. So we're looking at February 5th for our next meeting.
If something does come up, let us know, and then we can adjust the date if we have. to.
Yeah.
If there's something urgent, right? Any questions from the group?
I'm good. Thank you.
Very good.
And need a motion for adjournment. This might be a record. 12 minutes.
I move adjournment.
All right, a second.
It is a record.
Yeah.
17 minutes was the last one.
All right, hurry up, a second.
I'll second.
Second.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? All right,
Thank you.
we beat the record, guys. All right,
We did.
thanks.
Pretty fast last month too.
Yeah.